Good evening, adventurers! I'm really loud because I'm driving! The vault! The vault! Open the vault! Let us in! Take the treasures and we'll begin!
Welcome back to the Immortal Vault. Does anyone remember what happened last time? Because it has been a fair bit since we played.
Yes.
We got a bubble car!
Absolutely not. I wasn't here.
Yes.
Didn't we fight a Remoraz but metal?
Yeah, it was like a metallic Remoraz.
Yeah.
Killed it. It took us a minute, but we killed it without too much issue.
Yeah. And then we went to the second level, because that was the guardian for the floor of the second level.
Yeah.
And we went down
And
into there.
down seems to be a residential area with like a bunch of housing units.
Yes. Yes.
I think we left off inside of one of those houses.
You
maybe?
You left off inside a house. You guys all holed up for the night.
And all the
You
grass
guys all took.
all the grass glowed blue.
Yep, just like the floor above. All the grass glowed blue.
Cool. And we were on our way to floor 3, I guess. Do we have any clues or things that we need to remember?
You just know that it's on the opposite side of the room you're.
I know we're trying to reach the bottom of the vault because we're looking for a cure to the robot plague.
Oh, yeah. So that the king doesn't die
That
or
virus.
become a robot.
And turn the entire copper section of the town into robots.
As well as that. Yes, I forgot about that part too. That'd be preferred.
Somewhat important.
Only preferred.
Yeah.
Were we taking a long rest?
Yes.
As you guys wake up from your long rest, you hear some clinking of metal. Not quite natural, but not necessarily menacing. Yax, as you look over to where you placed your nice little motorcycle hover bike, you see someone sitting over it.
Like sitting on it?
Nope, sitting over it. It's currently on the ground, on one side,
Uh-huh.
and has kind of been hollowed out. Bunch of pieces sitting around it.
Hey! What are you doing?
My guy would start scamper away.
What does he look like?
What's going on out there?
So I am a lizard folk, but unlike most lizard folk that are really big, I'm actually about 4 foot tall. I only weigh about 100 pounds. I've got brown scales and green eyes. I would just start scampering away.
Shellrock is like coming out, like putting his scarf on and adjusting his hat as he looks up and sees this.
Tykerill's chopping on one foot, getting a boot on at a time.
I'm going to cast slow on him as he's trying to run away.
And then I'm gonna use my 45-foot speed to chase after him. And then Raymond's gonna charge over there and leap at him while echoing in the exact voice you heard earlier. What are you doing to my motorcycle?
Tackle him!
I'm going to activate Long Stride.
About to just stride away. Jax was in the campaign for 5 seconds, guys.
Never mind, I won't do it.
So they catch up to you.
2 weaklings trying to catch each other.
You barely shake off this weird bird person who
You're both-
shouted at you in the half-orc voice.
What language were you speaking? Just common or?
The same one that Gax was speaking. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so now I try to run away for a little faster.
I gotta keep chasing.
I command grovel. Make me a will
Oh.
save. You actually succeed.
No!
I ain't grabbing. He just hears you yelling and starts to try to get away fast.
You just keep running after him.
You destroyed our bike! Get back here! Where's he running to?
Probably to a group of rocks that he can squeeze into.
Tyker will give chase at this point.
You find
I'm
a small
guessing you're-
space between two houses that's big enough to fit one person.
I'm gonna just go into there.
Someone
Please.
go around! Someone go around and stop him!
Tight girl. Yeah, Tight girl starts running around the building.
I think you were small, right?
I am small.
Kenku are small creatures, yeah.
I will go straight after him.
Gax will go around the other side of the building that Tyreel's going around.
You hear angry bird noise.
I'll get behind Raymond. And I'll get a ray of frost ready in my hand to shoot at this guy.
Am I within range to try to slap him?
Easily. You are move 45 feet a second while he can only move 20.
Alright,
15.
I'm gonna slap
I
him
can
right
only
in the
move
back of the
30.
head.
Well, I
And
guess
then-
technically everyone would have been
If you
in the
dashed,
slow
yeah, it'd
at
be
this
30.
point.
That's why we're going around.
Well, slows up to 6 creatures. You can choose which creatures to affect.
Oh,
Oh!
yes, indeed.
Oh,
I
man.
can.
Man, we should have
Well
just
then.
surrounded him. Anyway, I'm gonna smack him right in the back of the head and attempt a stunning strike. Oh, that was a bad roll. Was the 14 hit?
4 plus 10.
You do not hit him.
What a bore.
Wait, that's right. This is D&D. I guess I do a flurry of blows, right? Oh,
Well, yeah,
then-
you're level 8. You should have just a second attack anyway.
Oh, yeah, no, you should just be able to attack again.
And I can also
That's
just
right.
do one as a bonus action.
You could also
Because
just
of-
do 3 attacks.
Come on, roll something. Finally! Oh, I did not mean to roll that other one.
Just a double punch to the back of the head.
And now
You hit him with the 21.
I spend a key point. Oh, I use my
Bonus action.
Didn't I have an ability to do non-lethal? No.
You can
Well,
always
stunning
do non-lethal.
strike.
You can always do non-lethal. You just state non-lethal.
Oh well, that was my plan. I'm just trying to stun him.
You have
So
stunning
he's
strike,
like-
don't you?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying make a con save.
Oh,
Wow.
nuts. Oh,
Well!
oh, nuts.
We're not
Like
catching this thing.
I guess
I'm slippery.
I guess we could just let him go.
He broke my bike.
Does he have the parts of the bike?
I didn't take any of the parts. They're just in a pile. They would just be in a pile.
Still broke
So
my
you can
bike.
infer that he might know how to repair it.
Maybe?
Yeah, but
I
he's
mean,
also
he
he's
ripped it
also
apart.
really slippery.
Alright. Let's see.
I'm guessing they get there before I can make my way out, so they would catch me as I was
Yeah.
getting out. Thanks.
As you get right to the end of the alleyway, you are pinned off by the half-orc and a weird dude with horns.
Can I try to climb up the wall and escape?
Do you have a client? No, you have a swim speed.
You're out to the end
I-
of your line.
I'm gonna
Give up
reach in and
while
try and
you
grab
can.
it. Yeah, beat mine.
Wow.
You
What
grab
a
the
bad-
lizard
I think
by
I
the
got
scruff
caught.
of his collar. You grab him by the scruff of his collar, and he's just dangling in your arms.
You are insane.
What he said. What are you doing?
You're being an ass.
What he said.
I just want to see the bike.
Yeah, you look with your eyes, not your hands. Give me that back, or whatever. Were you keeping parts that you were taking with you?
I didn't
You-
take
you
anything
guys
with
didn't
me.
know. Yeah, no.
I just left everything.
Oh.
I mean, the upper level is literally filled with bikes. Why'd you have to use mine?
I didn't see any.
They're everywhere. What are you talking about? Where
Were
are the
they?
problems?
There were a lot of them, but they weren't working.
Oh, but
we,
the,
we got lucky.
I just saw you guys. It was working, so
Answer his question.
I'm
I'm
yelling to the
seeing-
other side of the alley.
I'm seeing.
Yes, we see you, but who are you?
I'm seeing.
I think his
No,
name
his
is
name is
Scene.
his name, Gax. His name is Scene.
Oh. What are you doing down here?
Oh,
Scavenging.
We'll scavenge something else.
I'm gonna come around the building and meet up where Gax is.
Hello, Shelrock.
Tiger. All right. Oh, wow, you're interesting. Have I ever seen a lizard folk before, DM?
A couple. They're not very common, but they have a popular.
Probably about
What?
as common as weird bird people.
Or orcs.
Very common indeed.
demons.
Fascinating. You're scavenging down here in the vault. How did you get here?
I walked
From where?
the surface. Copper's,
Well, yes, oh.
Copper's district.
How many days have you been down here?
4 days.
My, that's... How long have we been down here?
Shrugs.
Personally, I think I would know.
This time or last time?
You're on day 3.
Oh, well, you've only been down here about more than us. Well then, you've been on this second level a little bit longer than us, have you?
How long have I been down on the second
You
one?
followed them down.
Okay,
Oh.
so I followed you guys down, so I don't know anything.
Oh, well, all right then. So what gave you
Bitches.
the inclination to take his bike apart?
I wanted to know how it works.
Well, do you know how it works?
Would I? Yeah, I would.
Can you fix
Well?
it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
put it back together now, smart guy.
I can.
All right, bring him over. Let's do it. Let's make him fix it.
Am I just still in your grasp?
Yeah, I'm holding him above the ground and I'll walk him over to my bike. I'm not letting go.
How big are you?
Massive.
He's a big guy.
Okay, so he's just carrying me with one hand.
Yeah, he's bigger than 6'6".
Raymond's making angry.
He has
chirping
he has
noises
you
the whole-
mama cat style. He has you by the scruff of your neck.
Your nape.
My lizard neck.
Yeah,
Exactly.
lizard nape.
You might be missing a few scales when I put you down.
Okay.
Oh man, oof. All right.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell what I'm wearing. I'm pretty much just wearing like just like straps around me. Nothing like too major. It wouldn't protect me for any reason.
Oh, so no armor.
No armor, but my scales, as Caleb, you would grab me, you would notice they were really hard.
All
I would
right.
also have a backpack. It's a bag of holding, but I made it into a backpack.
Oh, that's.
And you would notice I would also have goggles on, and what looks to be. Did you guys find any guns?
No.
What's a gun?
I
No
have a
guns.
big metal pipe at my side.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
What's wrong with your sword?
I have a knife. I pull out a knife.
Yeah, that's a knife, but what's wrong with your sword? There's no blade on it.
Taikudo, I don't think that's a sword
Could be a
per
cudgel.
se. Looks like some sort of pipe. I like start looking down the barrel.
So my bird would actually come back to me right now.
A bird.
Dax, you're being pecked by a bird.
And it's not Raymond this time.
And the bird is metallic. It is not flesh.
I look at
Ow!
Raymond, slightly confused,
Raymond looks up. A challenger approaches.
and then starts trying to swat at the mechanical bird.
It would just keep flying up and start pecking at the hand.
What is this thing? I'll reach behind my back with my other hand to draw a javelin.
Don't break it! It's my bird.
Or tell it to lay off.
Birds are made of steel.
Okay,
is
stop
that?
here. Just
yeah,
follow
yeah,
us.
Stop. Shush. I'm looking at this thing.
My
As he's
bird,
looking at
after I say
pipe.
fly off, it would have flown off.
It flies to the nearest lamppost and sits glaring.
Raymond glares back.
Alright, I
enough
look at-
birds
I
in
look
this
at-
place.
I look at Scene, and I say, "Can I hold this?" And I'm pointing to his.
No.
What?
Unless I don't want you to get hurt.
Well, I mean,
I prefer not to be killed because you might kill yourself.
What? Oh, okay. Well, all right. You know what?
Here's the better
Understand,
question.
this is some sort of technology I've never seen before.
Yeah,
I'm
what is
prepared
it?
to learn though. What is it?
What is it?
It's like a crossbow. but
Yes.
I made it, and it shoots thunder.
Oh, fascinating.
Thunder?
Fascinating, man. This is fascinating.
Are we back at the camp?
Yeah, we're like outside the house we were in.
I'm gonna plop you in front of the bike.
All right, I start repairing it. What I've done.
Tiger
You notice
will
that
go-
I also have started taking pieces apart from it, but putting it right back together.
Okay.
Gax doesn't know any better.
I'm still seeing exactly how it works, but I put it. Do I have to roll anything for putting it back together?
No, you've worked on enough things that you know how you took it apart to put it back together.
Okay.
It was pretty recent, I'm pretty sure, too. So, short-term memory.
Yeah. Okay. It's all back together. I started up for him to
Takes about an
show
hour.
him. Yeah, to show him that it still starts up.
Going through other people's stuff is a
Fantastic.
terrible way to make friends.
Well,
yes, let's...
I didn't know you, and I would really, really. He starts looking at the bike. Really wanted to see the bike, so
Well, see. I can see. You look to be like a very smart, useful, yes, useful companion. Perhaps we could use your assistance down here.
what are you guys doing down here?
Well, we are trying to explore further, find more of this fascinating mechanical things, and eventually do something else along the way. Would you perhaps want to come with us?
I'd love to find more things like that.
Perfect. Sherlock looks around the group, rubbing his hands together and smiling.
Still very
What were we
nervous
calling
around you
ourselves
guys.
again?
Parkour bomb.
Parkour bomb.
Tiger shakes his head.
Welcome to Parkour bomb.
Text spiders.
Tilts his head to one side and looks at you like, what?
It's what we call ourselves. Don't worry.
Tucker he will go and pinch the bridge of his nose and just breathe in deeply.
Tech spiders.
Well, I don't quite know where the entrance to the third level would be around here. Does anyone have an inkling?
Blade did tell you guys that it was on the opposite end of the room.
Oh, did he leave
Tiger
us?
points down.
Perfect. Yes,
They
never
did
mind. I
leave you at the
remember now.
robot.
It's over there. I guess we should look out for any dangers or things that might try to kill us. Keep your eyes peeled.
Watch out for the, and then makes the robot noise that those other robots were making.
Scene, I have a question.
Yeah?
I have this bottle of hover oil. He pulls out a big old jug of oil. I need to know how to put it in the bike.
I look at him nervously and hold my hands out.
I hand it to him.
I then proceed to show him how to use the hover oil.
Oh,
Oh,
You
so
see that
that's
the
what it's used for.
You see the hover oil is applied directly to the hover plate at the bottom of the device.
well, that's easy. Thank you.
Yeah.
I knew he was going to be a good addition to the group. How did I know? Oh, yes, I'm a divination wizard, that's why.
So you know magic? What kind of magical
Oh,
items do you
yes.
have?
See, we live in a world of technology, steam power, and mechanicalness. But I work by the old ways. Magic.
Yeah, I love magic.
That's what
When
you-
it mixes with mechanical, it's awesome.
Well,
I
yeah,
have made these
sort of.
goggles that let you see in the dark.
Oh,
He shows them off.
really? He takes a closer look. My guy's human, so
He
that's
actually
very useful.
he lets you use them for a second, and I'm guessing it's no longer dark, right?
Raymond scoffs. I already see in the dark.
Wait, is this this is what you see all the time. Oh my goodness, I've been missing out. Alright, he takes them off and gives them back to the scene. Well, that's very useful invention for sure, for sure.
It's not too dark because do remember that all the grass and plant life shines with a slight blue light.
Yes, but I was imagining like all the shadows in
Yeah, all the
in buildings
shadows
and everything
above
just
the
suddenly lit up, and I was like, "Whoa!"
It's like turning up max brightness in Minecraft.
Exactly.
I also have made this the bag of holding, but you guys already have those, so you know.
We have bags of. Wait, what? We do?
No, none of you have a bag of holding.
I don't think so.
Oh,
See,
I
he
guess
has a
I
bag of
have
holding!
a bag of holding.
All right. Well, we should head off in this direction. Hopefully, we'll make some ground.
Raymond pipes up. I can sneak ahead.
Oh, well, let's see how good you are. Go ahead.
Boop, 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 boop,
I
boop,
mean, we've seen how good he is.
ba-dum-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum.
Oh my.
Raymond moves
You
like
do
a
not
shadow.
see how good he is because he disappears from the side.
Correction.
He ducks
See,
behind
can
a
I-
rock
Can I
and
borrow
vanishes.
those goggles again? I can't see him anymore.
He lets you use it for a second.
Nope, can't see him. Oh, here you go.
He attaches them back. Attaches them back onto his hand. You notice he keeps rubbing his hands too.
Are you nervous?
Yes, you guys did just attack me.
You
Well,
broke my bike.
There was reason for us to assume you were hostile because you were breaking his bike. But now that we see you're a useful companion and not hostile, we won't hurt you again. Unless
Okay.
you piss us off.
Okay.
Don't piss us off.
Okay.
Good. Alright, now that that's understood, let's go. I guess we start to trail after Raymond, slowly. When I don't know if Raymond knows all the rules to being a sentry and come back and tell us what he saw.
Oh,
Wait.
yeah, he's not just gonna leave.
He's just gone.
He's like,
Caleb,
you guys go through the campaigns. He's like, I've been waiting in the 5th level forever. Where are you guys?
Sorry, we ran into 6 different things. Alright.
What's up?
Caleb, are you riding your bike?
I'm walking it.
Oh, okay.
So, as you guys are exploring this floor, you see, from where you guys first started, there was no bodies, no nothing. Everything looked fine. As you start getting to the center of town, you start seeing holes in the buildings that shouldn't be there. Small little ones. Seeing you see it, they look pretty similar to the holes your bullets make,
That's not good.
except they go a lot deeper. After a couple more yards, you start seeing skeletons on the ground. Some small, some large, some robotic, some metallic, some not, some halfway in between. And
My guy would start trying to search for something.
No,
is there
no,
anything?
Scene, stop. Those are bodies. They're not going to have any technology on them.
But some of them are metal.
Yes, they are.
You notice him rubbing his hands more.
Don't touch those scenes.
Okay.
They have a knack for coming back and grabbing you.
Exactly. Let's keep moving.
Yeah, Raymond's gonna continue seeing if he can follow this trail of devastation.
So as you guys are going, you guys see all this. The holes become more frequent. The buildings become more destroyed. There are more bodies and bodies piling up, more of them becoming more and more metallic.
Okay.
But as you guys keep going, you see that there, on the side of each building, there is a little piece of paper with runic on it. None of you can read it except David if he casts comprehend languages. But
Oh, yeah.
Is it the same rune every time?
it's the same runes. It's a repetitive set of runes. Yes.
Mm.
I mark them in my notebook just for a sec.
Can I use my magic analyzation?
It's not magical.
Okay.
You guys
Then
do
I
keep
am no
going.
help.
You guys do keep going. One of the bodies stands out to you as you get a little further in. It's completely bone, and it's wearing a shiny pair of spectacles.
I'm the first one there, so I grab shiny. He pecks at it a little bit, and then he's gonna go back to the party.
What are these?
Shrugs and holds them up to you.
I pick them up.
Can I use my magic item analyzation?
Are
You
they just
can.
glasses?
They're shiny spectacles.
This is fancy.
Yeah, sure. Scene. What are you doing?
He grabs it and then starts looking at it.
As you keep looking at them, you realize that they are glasses of reading. They let you read any language that has ever been.
Oh,
I start to walk back to
Whoa.
the ruins and then look through them.
Raymond follows close behind.
It wouldn't fit my eyes, would it?
Nope.
Let's take your goggles off.
That's actually.
No,
I don't think
'cause-
Raymond could wear them either.
They're meant for a humanoid face.
You could do
Oh,
one
well,
at
you
a
can't
time.
put those on. Give me
I
those
could do-
back. Give those back.
I just say, look at the things.
Sure. I put them on and I look at the runes. Notice. Evacuate immediately. Evacuate to the lower left floors. Bring only the essentials. Don't panic. All of this is in capital letters, so it must have been very serious.
I'm only carrying the essentials, so I think I'm good.
It's a really cool item. I wish I could use them.
Oh gosh, this isn't for now. This was a long time ago when all these people were still alive.
Oh.
They were running away from the looks like the metal people.
I kind of guessed from the first floor.
Well, yes, seeing you're yes, but Gaxt here, he's not all. He kind of points to his head and like, you know. It's fine. Let's move on.
Raymond just.
It seems we
avoids
have to go to the
saying
lower
anything.
levels.
As you guys continue, you guys make it about 3/4 of the way through the room. You left the other side long behind. It's been at least 4 to 5 hours of walking.
Oh, can I do one more thing during that time?
Go for it.
There's at one point where I turn to Gaxt. Can I pull him a little closer and I say, "You have been my friend for a few weeks now, I think. The closest, I think,
little
out
longer
of
than that.
all of us." Yeah, wait, no, wait, yes. How long have we been friends?
Long enough that we were friends before the first session.
Oh, okay, sweet. Let's just say like a year or something like that because of, I guess, I don't know, whatever.
A year sounds good.
Copper District shenanigans.
Yep.
Well, Gaxt.
Hmm.
I just want you to know I have a bad feeling about this place. Should I die, he kind of pulls off the glasses and holds them up to you. You should use these.
Oh,
But if you do read anything, make sure you read it aloud so everyone can hear.
yes, I shall.
Okay, and then I put him back on and I say, but only if I die.
I'll make sure that won't happen, friend.
Thank you, Gaxt. Moving on!
Gax has just a big smile.
Awesome. Alright, yeah, we move on now.
That sounds back.
I draw my weapon.
Oh, is the sound bad?
Oh yeah.
Getting an alley.
Raymond immediately ducks into an alley.
What? Oh, well, I guess we would all hear this, right? I guess we all try to hide?
I just keep walking and then realize you guys are all hiding.
No, scene!
I make sure I'm the last into the hiding place, so I'm like, I'll start ushering him in
Okay.
with just like the butt of my sword.
Unless you usher him in. As you do so, a giant walks around the corner. The body of him, as you guys can see from the distance that you are, is made up of several metallic limbs smashed together to make one big limb. So his leg looks like it's comprised of many, many metallic legs. And the bit of a hand you can see is made out of bits and bits of metallic hands and fingers.
Oh,
As it
no.
stomps past,
How tall is it?
Scene starts rubbing his hands.
it stands about 10 feet tall.
Oh, okay.
I grab Scene's hands to stop him from rubbing so much.
It stomps past.
You can see Raymond's beak moving as he just kind of follows along with the.
As you follow it along, you see it pick up one of the metallic skeletons and add it to itself.
Oh no. Oh no.
After that, it continues on.
Oh. Oh. Well. Okay.
I think it's gone.
Let's get moving. Quiet. Stealthy though.
Cena's shaking.
Raymond steps out first. His clawed footsteps hardly heard as he peers around to make sure the thing's gone.
It's gone for now.
And then he beckons people out.
Let's
Okay.
get a move on.
What? What was that thing?
Well, I don't know exactly, but it looked like something bad. We should not engage that. But I mean, if you must know, I think it was an amalgamation of all of the metal skeletons, maybe with some central core dynamic holding them all together, causing some sort of life force thing. I don't really know. I'm just kind of coming up with ideas right now.
Well, think
Okay.
as you walk. Come on.
I agree.
And
Gax-
you guys continue.
Gex doesn't put away his sword at this point. He just kind of has it over his shoulder.
Alrighty. You guys keep walking. Do you have any sort of light out, or are you just going by the light of the grass?
I have my just my goggles on.
Raymond's in the front, so he'll just make sure they don't walk in anything dangerous with his dark vision.
Also,
Dax is directly behind me, Scene is in front of me, and then Raymond's out front, kind of stealthing. But I'm gonna assume Tykreel is with us as well, just kind of around.
or stealthing somewhere else.
Yes, probably stealthing behind us, I would say.
You forgot about one key part about remaining quiet. You guys
Oh.
happen to have a metallic bird following you.
Oh,
My bird gear.
Gear, as you guys get to an intersection, lets out a loud squawk as one of the things comes charging from the left.
Gear.
The scene shouts gear in the exact same voice Raymond's gear!
So the character matches the same description that I just gave you, other than one thing. It has a distinctive red face.
All right. See my bird? It's being chased. I come out right here, brandish my pipe, and blast.
You all hear a loud. You guys all hear a loud, echoing shot of thunder. You do not hit.
no!
Ooh,
Ching!
Radcliffe covers his ears and is afraid. Radcliffe? Raymond, it's alright. I literally played a character yesterday named
Harry Potter
Radcliffe.
here.
Oops, that's my other
Oh,
character.
he's here.
Oopsie doops.
All right.
That ends my turn.
So this corner right here, is it a corner of a building?
Yes.
How tall is the building?
About 40, 30 feet. It's about 3 stories.
I was just
Got a little
asking
bit
for
of
a tyke reel pretty much here. Okay.
Yeah. Tykreel is gonna get on the corner, turn the corner, fire his bow.
It does
Oh,
not
no.
hit.
He's just gonna come over here. Bonus action, his cunning action to hide.
It is going to run and dash to make it to there.
Oh boy.
Oh, perfect.
Well, yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, Raymond ducks down and sprints over, sticking out his staff to use the momentum to kind of swing around and get back over here. And then
Sweet.
leap over onto his backside and start slapping him with his stick.
You hit him with the stick slaps.
And then I'll also do a punchy, and then I'll spend a key point to do another punchy.
You hit with one punchy, Mr. Wizard.
All right. I point to right about right here, and I do a vitrolic sphere. It goes it's a 20-foot radius. Okay, maybe I do it a little more up here. So it goes 20 feet. Oh no, this is going to be bad. Never mind. Hold on. Instead, an acid arrow.
You miss.
Freak out a little bit. I'm going to just run back here and let Gax be in front. Yeah. Yeah, okay, well that's my turn. Hurrah.
Mr. Gax.
Fuck.
Gax will run up, running his hand along the length of his blade, lighting it aglow. It now gives off a 20-foot bright light and a 20-foot dim beyond that.
Ooh.
Illuminating everything to your presence. Nice, nice.
And then he'll... Well, I mean, a gun just went off. I'm sure everything that could see that already knew we were here. And then he'll run his hand down the other way, making it now sparkle as well as shine.
Ooh.
Oh my, is this gonna be a smite?
Raymond gets distracted looking at the shiny object.
Oh no!
He's on the other side.
I see it coming.
That's my turn.
Alrighty. Back to Mr. Lizard.
I'm
You
gonna
miss.
move over here and then fire another shot.
That means you used your bonus action to reload, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I think I stole all the decent rolls. I'm sorry, guys.
I have
So-
some decent rolls in reserve, I just haven't used them.
You all hear the shot of thunder again. And a flash from his barrel.
Tykreel will step forward, stand up above the lizard folk and shoot another arrow.
It does it.
He will step back and then bonus action hide.
It takes a small step back to here. And then over one, so you do get an opportunity to attack Raymond if you wish.
I'm going to punch it with my fist.
You hit.
Woo! What are those feathers?
You guys watch as it puts out its palms. Small holes on the center of its palms start emitting a frost as a cone of cold comes at you guys. So Gax and Shellrock, you both pass, but Tykreel takes the full, and then Mr. Lizard, please. Oh, Mr. Lizard failed.
Raymond scampers over here and continues assault on this poor thing's back. Or multiple backs, right?
You hit.
Oh!
You definitely hit.
Hey, what about that one, huh?
Yeah, you hit.
You see him jump over there and just hear.
Mr. Wizard.
I'm going to cast haste on Gaxed. Hurry, Gaxed! Slice it to ribbons!
Taste my blade, evil creature!
Ah, yes.
I just like to think it makes his voice higher pitched too, like when you fast forward something.
Taste my blade, evil creature!
As you hit it, you see the body starts crumbling away, leaving alone one single metallic person inside.
I strike again.
Please kill me.
I oblige him.
And you kill him.
And once more for good measure.
Yeah, he's dead.
As it falls over, Raymond standing on top of it because he was clinging to its back.
You see a lot of different bones that are metallic this way, and one humanoid-looking metal person. The skin has been completely replaced by metal. It is seamless, and he is near perfect.
Well, I was sort of right. looking at Scene. Scene, come over here. Come look at this.
Raymond's looking
Scene comes
at.
over, but he looks kind of sad.
You see Raymond come over, and right around your chest area where you're predominantly freezing, he gives a solid punch, and you can feel your blood start flowing there again. You heal for all of that.
What?
Yeah, it's his healing.
Yeah, don't you remember? I could heal 70 points of hit points every day.
Yeah, he's the healing hands monk.
Yeah, boy.
Sorry.
So he's got a healing hands paladin and a healing hands monk. This is good. Okay.
Technically, I have more healing than the paladin does.
He doubles my healing.
Yeah, healing hand monk is amazing.
That's sweet.
Yeah, so you almost feel like he's assaulting you, but then you realize he's actually just getting your blood flowing.
That's sweet.
I'm really
Alright,
sorry, guys. I forgot about my bird.
Well, it's fine. Just don't forget again, and we'll be fine. I'm gonna take a closer look at this seamless metal body.
Alrighty. You take a look at it. Give me an investigation check.
I'm
Oh,
going to just use my the magic item.
You don't. You sense a faint sense of magic from it, but you can't tell what's class.
Got it.
Your investigation,
Meh.
you see kind of exactly what I described: a seamless man with nice big gashes in his stomach. Sean, seen. You
Seen.
don't see
Oh,
much.
not with advantage. It's only a 16.
I'm kind of sad because I caused it all, and I couldn't
Raymond?
even hit the guy.
You take a closer look into it, and you see he is completely metal throughout his whole body, including the organs that you can see within the body.
Is there anything human about him left?
He looks
it's
like a
human.
perfectly robotic human.
So essentially a robot.
He looks like he was human, that somehow all of his stuff got covered in metal.
Does he still have human blood, or is that replaced?
He's not bleeding.
Well, this would be a perfect way to examine how the human body works. Well, without the blood. See, now that's beside the point. I think we should keep moving. I don't think there's anything else of worth or anything to be gleaned from this.
Anything?
We do know that it's affected by magic damage, though, everybody. So Raymond, it seemed your quarterstaff wasn't doing a whole lot, so probably use your fists more often against these things. You'll do better.
He nods.
Tykreel, if you have a magic anything, that would be preferred.
I don't.
Hmm.
I don't really have a magic anything, old man.
Wiggle butts.
Well, I'm not even close to old. What are you talking about? I'm 30. Oh wait, what am I?
Tykreel stealths away.
36 years old. Thank you very
Oh wow,
much.
you're not old at all.
No. He's not an old guy.
Raven comes over and just gives you a pat on the back and is just torque reels and wiggle butts.
yes. Thank you. Let's move on. Is there anything else, like part of the bodies or anything that I guess would stand out or catch my eye?
You see a lot of spines.
Got
you
it. All right,
see,
moving on.
you see on his right hand, he seems to have more than his left hand had. Almost like there was something that could have come out of his right hand, but you guys never got a saw.
Interesting.
Based on after he falls down and stuff, how easy is it to detach parts from him?
Oh, all the pieces fell away from him.
Oh,
It's easy to grab individual pieces now.
Raymond's just gonna take a hand.
You have a metallic hand. Granted, it has no fingers, but you have a metallic hand.
Oh, so it's just like a palm.
I'm just going to take
Yes.
some. I'm just going to take some scraps.
You take 3 femurs and 2 humeruses.
Tee.
Well, this is morbid. Let's go. Well, I think we continue in the same kind of pattern we were before.
Raymond hops on ahead.
Following this road.
And you continue. As you continue further and further, the buildings become a lot more decrepit. Almost like they're starting to be knocked down on purpose. There are a few fallen buildings. You see all of the large-ish automobiles are there cutting off streets.
Interesting.
Is it enough that we can walk around them, or is it completely blocking them?
It is completely blocked off. It is meant as if nothing can pass.
Whoa, so we have to take detours.
You have to take detours.
Unless... can someone climb over that?
Is there a way that Radcliffe could... Radcliffe, I keep saying... So Raymond is going to see if he can find some spots that he can do some acrobatic maneuvers, like shimmy up a pole and do some light pole flipping around and get on top of it.
Give me an acrobatics check. You shimmy up a pole, you get to the bottom of the pole, you do a cool double axle, triple hands back spring, or whatever they're called, with the pole jumps, and you land on top of one of the big cars.
After he lands, he turns around and makes an applause noise with his
You get a
You
few
all hear the
metallic
sound of
claps.
applause.
Raven's gonna look over the other side of the blockade. Is there anything?
You see piles and piles of metallic skeletons.
All right. He's gonna tie one end of his 50-foot rope onto a lamppost on that side, and then dangle the rope off to the side that the party's on, so they can climb up.
Gex, make sure he's the last up.
Alright, you get over the barricade.
The light pole bends worryingly as he climbs.
Oh wait, how are you gonna pull up your vehicle?
How steep was it again?
It's a sheer. It's flat.
How heavy is the motorcycle?
It took Gaxed and the disc of lifting to lift it.
Heavy.
Yeah, getting it up the stairs alone was a huge
that
challenge.
Oh my gosh. I go back down, and I look at the side of the vehicle, and I do acid splash cantrip on it.
You continue.
No!
What?
Didn't you just use acid splash on the vehicle?
No, not the hover bike.
I also thought you were doing it on the hoverbike.
The blockade.
No, the blockade vehicle.
That's why I was screaming, because I want if I would take pizzas from it.
Yeah, you were about to have your in-game death.
Well, we don't need to lift the bike if there's no bike to lift.
No, I try to make a hole big enough for the bike and a person on it to go through the barricade.
Alrighty. After about 10-ish minutes, you do make a hole big enough for a person in the bike.
Like your show.
Acid splash is not the biggest cantrip in the world.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is a splash.
Anytime he made, a splash, I would try and pull off chunks.
That
like
kind of
kick
cuts
it
the time
in,
down
stuff
by
like
about
that.
5 minutes, so it puts it down to a 10-minute time. It's sturdy metal.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, well, so we get the hole through and we keep going.
Yeah, you open the hole, you see just a humongous pile of metallic skeletons, all laid out in front of you. Almost like the barricade was meant to keep those things out, not keep you in.
So we're going to where these things came from.
Yes.
We're going to where they evacuated to.
No, you guys have made a detour from that.
Well, we want to go back to the
Oh.
area.
Yeah, we
I
wanna go
thought
down.
we were going.
Evacuated too.
I thought we were going to the area where
Oh.
we're supposed to go.
We're going to
following
lower
the
levels.
instruction.
They said evacuate to the lower sectors.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone but Gax, give me an insight check.
Oh.
Everyone but Gax.
You told me Gax isn't very insightful. Last time I tried to do an insight check with you, he's like, he wouldn't know this.
I could roll and then I could say if he knew that or not.
Yeah, okay, you
That
can
was-
roll.
That was Tyke Reels, by the way.
Yay!
Roll for
I got
me.
a 20.
Without advantage.
Okay.
12's probably
think
not good enough anyway.
Is the only one.
John,
Yeah, I got a
Zane,
21.
you realize that the barricades were meant to keep things out, not in. The evacuation probably happened while these things were trying to attack, and so the clear path might be your best way down.
So just a
Clear
clear
path.
path.
How do we
The-
know if there's
The way you were going.
The detour route.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Then I'll let them know.
Oh. Well, that's very smart scene. Yes. No, that makes a lot of sense. Yes. Let's abandon this and
Is
go
the
the other way.
hole is the hole still there?
Yes.
That's gonna be a problem for us.
Maybe. Let's go.
You guys follow the detour along your merry way with no intrusions by metallic skeletons.
Yay!
Don't
Until-
lie to us.
Until you reach a tall building. This tall building has a similar symbol to the building that was on the previous one.
Ooh, I can read it.
It was just a symbol, it wasn't runic.
Oh. What's the symbol?
It's in your handout under symbol.
Oh shoot. Wait.
Oh, we've seen this.
Oh, this thing.
Yes.
What is this? Okay.
See the symbol that you guys recognize this as the symboling of the wandering god. The one that was shown to you by Nyx up above.
The Wanderer.
Exactly.
You said that there might be who gave me my powers, right, Chillrock?
Yes, indeed. I do believe that is the one who's giving you your powers. I think he has some sort of quest in mind for us. We should probably follow along because he's the enemy of the Ghastly, if I remember correctly from that book. The Ghastly being some sort of deity that wants destruction over everything. That would probably be what caused the what was it? The whole
Catastrophe.
catastrophe. Yes, that
And
catastrophe.
he's a god, right?
Yes, the Wanderer's a god, but I don't think he has a lot of followers right now. He's probably not as powerful as the Ghastly. Maybe I don't know if anyone knows about the Ghastly either.
I walk up to the symbol at this point. I've stopped listening. And hold my hands up. Wanderer! As long as you're against these metal creatures, I wish to serve you in all my capacity.
You feel a warmth in your heart, but that's about it.
How many people are very religious in this world, may I ask?
Not really. The Pantheon's kind of open to whoever wants to pray to whoever. No
Is
one's
it
really
very
set up
common to have religious people?
It's common to have gods. It's not common to be religious.
Ah.
So it's like, oh, yes, we have gods. There's so-and-so of the crop. I don't worship him. But...
So I would just go over to one of them and go, what's he doing?
Raymond shrugs.
Chillrock, can I ask you a favor?
Oh, yes.
Can
yes.
you use that acid spell more concentratedly?
Yes,
It's a big word,
but
I
it would
probably
take
don't know.
a higher spell slot. I mean, I have to use more power when I do that.
It uses more power to do
it.
something smaller. I want you to do something smaller and more intentional.
I could do Ray of Frost. I mean,
I want
but
you to
it's
sculpt
not.
the symbol onto my sword with acid.
No, I don't think I can do that. I'm sorry, Gax.
I could do that.
Oh.
Thank you.
But it won't be. I'll just make the symbol on your sword. That's pretty easy.
Please.
It will have to take a long rest. Is it a long rest or is it a short rest?
You could do it over an hour. A symbol craft wouldn't be long.
Are we just going to take a rest then?
A short rest? I'd be down for a short rest.
All right. So as you guys are resting, I'm crafting that symbol into his sword.
All right. So I assume we take our rest.
You take your rest.
Here's your brand new symbol on your sword.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
Well, are we all ready to go then?
Yes.
Let us be off.
Gax, while walking this time, is just going to be like staring at his sword for like the first couple minutes.
And
Is he still pushing his bike?
Yeah. I only need one hand to
Okay.
push it.
Got it.
And into the building you go. You go into the building. It looks a lot like the last building you were in. You know, fairly clean, fairly nice, other than there is skeletons running down. And you see them dressed in some sort of weird armor. It's not like the armor you guys wear these days. It's looks more padded. You know, it looks like a lot more fabric than your guys' armor.
Doesn't cloth rot?
It is somewhat rotted, but still enough to be seen.
Well, that's interesting. Their clothing was definitely different back, however long this happened to go.
So, you guys keep going, unless you stop to look at anything.
Was it weapons?
Are there any? Yeah, that's what I. Any artifacts or anything?
You do see some artifacts. They are weird things that look like to be held in your hand, consisted of a small rectangle with a barrel, and a longer rectangle going down, and some sort of weird trigger mechanism.
Would I know what these would use?
Roll me an intelligence check. It seems to be a somewhat more advanced version of your thunder cannon. And a smaller version.
Huh. Can I take the pieces?
You open it up and find that the metal inside is all rusted.
I just walk away, sad.
Well, seeing if we find another that's in good condition, you can have it.
Really?
I assume so. I mean, I probably don't need it. So yeah.
You continue down, and as you continue down, you hear a weird scraping of metal against concrete. Not like the last time where the thing was hidden, but something is moving down beneath you. And it only grows louder the closer you approach.
Raymond, what do your bird eyes see?
I bring out my gun.
Raymond hops out into the darkness to get a better look. He'll be quiet about it.
And thus we roll initiative. Mr. Bird, you see a giant, multi-legged, dragon-faced thing sitting in the corner staring at you.
Is it metal?
It is metallic.
Ooh.
And it actually was waiting, so it does get a quick surprise round.
Yeah, that's right.
Shiz.
I mean, that means I don't have to just sit here and wait for it to walk up to.
That ruins Tygrail's assassinate.
Okay, quickly do a dexterity save.
Oh, thank goodness.
You pass.
What did
So
it do to me?
It breathes a line of pure energy at you.
Lightning breath.
Raymond just flips up like a cricket.
Ooh, that's
You
a
take
lot.
33 damage.
I have evasion, bitch.
You take
Oh!
16 damage.
No, I take no damage.
Evasion. If he succeeds on the dex save, he
Oh,
completely
yeah.
evades it.
Congrats, you successfully evaded the lightning breath.
Basically on the ceiling, like clutching to it, his eyes wide with horror.
You're holding onto the sign that's above you, staring at where you were, just a scorched line, smoking.
He doesn't even bother thinking of the scream someone's done before. You for once hear Raymond scream.
That's Raymond's voice.
I haven't heard that one before.
Okay.
Oh man.
That now goes to turn order.
He drops back down to the ground.
The
And,
ground's a little warm underneath your talons.
He hopscotches just a little bit. And looks at you guys with a face of, are we doing this?
Yeah. No!
We can't break it!
Raymond-
No, it's so far away.
With his 45-foot move speed, gets there just in time. And does a leap into the air and tries to front flip slap with his quarterstaff and fails!
Oh no!
You ultimately fail as it opens its maw, chomps down on your quarterstaff, breaking it in half.
Well, now that I'm on its face, I'm gonna punch.
You actually miss.
What about this time? Oh.
You miss.
What about spend a key point this time? Oh.
You miss.
Oh, this is worse rolls each time.
Wow. Well, I didn't realize I was the one who was gonna die today. Raymond looks up at this thing, his confidence faltering horribly. That's my turn.
Oh no. Gags. Gosh, I wish I wasn't playing last. Oh,
Alright. So are we just in the doorway?
You're just in the doorway.
So
Maybe
I-
5 feet back if you want to be.
No, I have like line of sight on this thing like this way, right?
Yes, you can see the edge of its head. You just saw a quarterstaff fall to the ground, half of one anyway.
And Raymond looking like he's doing nothing.
Yep.
I'm going to mount the bike and full throttle into the creature.
Yes!
Oh!
Oh! Can he smite through the bike?
You cannot.
Does it count as a melee attack?
It does not.
Okay.
Oh.
Let me read the bike. I gave you the hover bike stats.
Are you
did.
jumping off the bike right before it hits? 'Cause this will be a sweet hero moment.
It actually would remember that the kinetic shield around it traps him in it.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
So I'm gonna be a speeding bullet.
Either
Yep.
way, it's a
Make it
pretty
up.
big hero moment.
You make it up to the 80 feet, the speed that it can go up to. The base speed, anyway, for that distance, the 80 feet a second. I'm guessing you're not making a
Wait,
dex save to try to
it's-
control. going
It's
straight
80
into-
feet a second. A turn is 6 seconds. So could I not go max speed?
Oh shiz!
You don't have the speed to go that fast. You don't have the room to go that fast.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right. Yeah, so it took you less than a second to hit it.
So I'll okay,
Yeah.
80 feet. Let's do it.
So
That
it's
makes sense.
8d10 damage. And
D10.
Why are you making
Yep.
86, right?
yeah, it would be 86, not 8d10. 8d10's a little powerful.
Should I make some sort of check to not get caught in this?
Make me a dex save. And Gax roll the 8d6.
Woo!
With how fast he was
Fireball.
coming, you don't quite get out of the way in time. You do take 10 of that damage.
Oh!
You hit it, it's 15. You take 5 as when you hit it, you rocket forward into the front of the bike and smack your face off the edge of the shield.
Bonk.
Do it again! Do it again!
I'd still officially be in the seat though because of how small it is compared to me.
Yep.
I just bonk my nose. Oh.
What is
Oh,
this
broken
line right
nose.
here?
It's just a yellow line on the ground, almost like a caution line.
Train station.
The subway. We're in a
Yeah.
subway.
All right. I guess that was my turn.
Alrighty, that passes it to Tykreel.
Whew.
Tykreel. I guess we'll move here. Does it know Tykreel specifically is here?
It now knows people are over there because you ran at it. And the hover bike isn't exactly that quiet when you rev it that fast.
That's true. You know, he's gonna go down here, jump down here, and hide as a bonus action. He uses his dash to get there.
Alrighty.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful.
How come we can't have the rolls we had at the other fight? Those were a little.
I know, this is
Because
the
it
boss.
makes things more fun.
Why can't I roll my 2 nat 20s again?
This guy's insane damage. Oh my gosh. But this is gonna be good.
Alrighty.
Who's the higher dex? The scene or the
Scene,
monster?
what's your dex mod?
It is 4.
You go first.
I move right here, and then I pop off a shot.
Okay, it doesn't technically have partial cover because it is huge.
Yeah, I don't think it'll get any cover at all.
You miss.
Yeah.
A thunder echoes in this room, and it reverberates because of how open and hollow this room is.
Great.
Ow. We need to get earplugs.
Yes, you do. You guys are gonna have some hearing loss by the end of this campaign. Okay. Well, that makes. Are you? I'm assuming you're using your bonus action to reload,
I'll reload, yeah.
and that'll pass turns back to the Bahir. Seeing as it would prefer chicken over blue energy, it is
Oh no!
it is going to make a bite at Mr. Kenku.
Oh, Raymond!
I'm
Oh,
assuming
sorry.
it misses.
I'm gonna wait.
I don't know what it rolled.
Oh yeah.
That's fine.
My
I'm
AC
assuming
is 22.
Okay, yeah, it misses.
Holy shit.
And Raymond has no armor, so that's all him just dodging around like a crazy little...
Freak, dude! 22!
It's because he gets to add his dex and his wisdom. And since we have crazy
It,
abilities...
it goes into bite you, and you dodge out of the way as you feel its tail wrap around your legs. It holds you up, upside down by your legs.
Ooh!
The fool, I don't use those to fight.
And you do take 17. That's 34 damage, half piercing, half slashing.
Owie!
As you are now held by your legs dangling, grappled. Gax, you watch
Ow.
from inside your safety bubble as all of a sudden Mr. Crow's upside down next to you.
He's being held aloft by the tail, right? Like grappled.
Yep, it is grappled.
Okay.
Technically constricted, but yes. Passing turn.
Okay. I want to get a little closer. Alright. I want to have line of sight on the tail that's holding him up. And I'm going to use Acid Arrow. But I'm going to use my Portent to automatically get a crit 20.
Okay, so you hit. Roll your damage.
And I'm casting Acid Arrow at a 4th level spell slot.
Oh.
Nice.
So I'm
Nice.
rolling 60. Let's see here. Oh boy. Okay. So a shimmering green arrow streaks towards the target. On a hit, the target takes 4d4 acid damage, but at a 4th level slot, it's going to take 66 acid damage. But because it's a crit, it takes 12d4 acid damage. Okay.
Wait, would it be
advanced
12d6?
It would be 12d4.
Huh.
Okay, that's not part of it.
Because it was
sorry,
2d4.
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
12d4. Roll. Okay, there's the thing. Then at the end of its next turn, it takes another 64 at acid damage.
Okay.
So it takes 30 damage right now, and it's gonna take another 64 at the end of its next turn.
Lingering damage does not get the benefit of crit.
Okay, it takes 4d4 then.
It's going to reduce the DC to try to escape the constrict, but it's not enough to shoot through the tail completely.
Alright.
Because this thing has a big health pool. Trust me.
Fair.
Okay. That's my portent roll for that one. Alright, that is an action. Yeah, I don't really have much else right now, so yeah, that's all.
So, can I still attack it while I'm being constricted?
No,
If you're being restrained, I don't know, but
Restrained is a no. Just grappled would be a disadvantage attack.
false.
the target is grappled. So you are grappled.
So what does that mean? I heard conflicting it.
Okay, so grappled condition. You do not get disadvantage on your attack rolls.
You don't?
You just have 0 speed. And you can't benefit from any bonuses.
Oh.
And then you can try to get out of grapple via Thunderwave or other DCs. But other than that, the grapple only pretty much stops you from moving.
Then
Trust
He's
me,
holding
you're-
you in the air. Your rest of your body's still able to try to like punch it. So there's no disadvantage attacks.
Raven's gonna do a full attack against the stupid tail. No, he's gonna go for the face. And because of my healing pool, I can instead of doing an attack as part of my flurry of blows, I can instead use of my healing pool on myself. So I'm gonna heal myself 40. Cause screw it.
Yes.
Then I'm gonna spend a key. Hey, yep, I'll just continue to be held by it then.
Okay, Gax.
Dex will dismount and light up his sword. And as a bonus action, I will use Divine Favor
Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay, that makes it Tycriel.
Tycriel, not knowing if he was sneaky or not, just pops up to take a shot.
Takes a shot without advantage because he was not sneaky.
No!
He misses.
Gosh, the 20 doesn't hit, guys. This is bad.
I should have like a 50% chance, but
Seeing that he missed, he didn't give away his position, so he's gonna try stealth again.
Alrighty, he tries to stealth again.
that's a bit better.
More than a bit.
That's his turn.
That's his turn. Lizardman.
I guess I'd try shooting again.
Take your shot. Thunder Cannon misses
God
again.
damn. Can we roll better? We need to roll better.
I have rolled horribly this whole
I
time.
mean, I can make someone's roll a 7, but that's about it.
Can you make one of these rolls a 7?
Indeed, I can.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. Then.
I think I probably will.
You know, a 7
Alright.
for my attack still wouldn't be bad, and I'm pretty sure it would hit.
Wait, you get plus 9, right?
I have a plus 15 when my sword glowing.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh, that's 22. Right? Yes.
yep.
It'd be 22 to hit. I think that would hit it. Okay, I'll save one of the. I'll save it for you then.
Okay, is it,
22 to hit.
is it the Behir's turn?
Yes, it is. I'll load my gun before I close my.
Alrighty. Now it's the Behir's turn. He does a thingy real quick. It's going to make a bite at Mr. Kenku, who is grappled. As he dangles you above his mouth, he lowers you in and closes.
No.
You are now swallowed.
Oh.
Oh, shoot.
Oh.
You are blinded, restrained.
Do, 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 do.
No.
So you're successfully swallowed. You cannot move. You are in complete darkness, and things are starting to. And the inside of its stomach is starting to eat at you.
Oh, good.
Seeming how it still has an attack open, it's going to make another attack at Gax.
Is it using its tail? What kind of attack?
It is indeed using its tail. It is going to try to constrict him again.
I don't want him to swallow you, so I'm going to make it a 7.
Alrighty, a 7 misses. Good thing you did that because it was a crit 20.
Ah!
Ooh.
David, my hero!
My God.
Never leave!
I don't want Gax to die!
Yeah, do you have to go, David? Could you not?
Oh no! I could
By the
probably
way,
do you next week.
you did take 22 damage from the bite.
Oh, good.
Good thing you healed 40.
Yeah, I would have been under if I didn't do that.
That passes it to the wizard's turn.
Okay, at the end of the Behir's turn, it takes an extra 4d4 acid damage. I'm also now going to use a Vitrola.
It passes as it successfully jumps over here.
Does it take half?
It still takes half of the 10d4, so half of the 23.
So, okay.
Oh, no, 11. It takes 11 acid damage. That
It's
sucks.
now over here with Mr. Kenku in its belly. Get in my belly!
I'm going to go here, spreading myself out away from the others, in case it does get that lightning breath. Raymond.
You're in its stomach. So you are... You're blinded and restrained.
What are my options?
Restrained. Your speed becomes 0, and you can't benefit from any benefits to your speed. You have disadvantage on the attack rolls, and you have disadvantage on dex saves.
So,
You can still try to punch it from inside.
is it like... So you say I'm being digested, right?
Yes.
Does that mean it's soft, fleshy bits in here?
It's still metal.
Oh God, that's horrifying. Okay.
Oh no.
Is there any check I can
Just
do to...
punch away. That's all you can do.
I mean, but is there a way I could try to crawl out of its mouth?
Nope, your speed is 0.
Okay.
He can't like do like an athletics or something to try and de-grapple.
He's not grappled, he's restrained.
He should have done that with the tail before before he was swallowed.
That is true, but oh well. That's my time.
Well, hopefully he just needs to take enough damage to spit you up.
Yeah,
This happened.
Raymond's gonna try to find the closest thing to a uvula this thing has and start freaking punching it.
Speed bag.
Oh, eat that!
You
Piece
have
of garbage.
Oh.
From being restrained.
Heaven
Hey,
forbid
you
I
hit.
only roll a 20.
You still hit. You hit 2.
Okay, well, 2 is better than none.
It's 21 damage. Die, you stupid thing.
You feel it like almost start coughing you up, and then it doesn't.
Well, he's content with keeping it in regret of what his what he.
Great.
It, oh wait, you know what? I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make one of those a stunning fist.
Stunning strike.
Yeah, he's got to make a 4-ton Constitution save.
What's the DC?
15.
He passes.
No.
I am rolling really well for this Bahir.
No.
And we're rolling crappily.
Way to go, Metallic Bahir. You're finally giving them a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Alright, no.
I have not rolled a 12 or higher.
Okay, that goes to Gaxt.
All right. Gex turns. You drop him! And I'll charge forward my great sword of slashing. Ah!
You miss. You go to swing. You're like, you drop him! You swing at it as it looks at it, your sword opens its maw and clamps. Your sword is now stuck in its maw.
Hey, that means you can't bite without letting it go, right?
Can I
Yeah.
can I use my second attack to try and like cut through it as it's biting down on my sword?
You can try with disadvantage, yeah?
I'll take that.
Because it's moving from a stopped position.
Yeah, I just have to use a lot of strength. Yeah, makes sense. Oh, 19.
Unfortunately, you see, like, you're pushing hard, and you see one of the teeth that he has starts cracking, but you're not able to get it through.
All right, well, I'll just hold onto my sword really tight. That's my turn.
Okay, Tycriel.
Does he have sneak attack?
He does.
Cool.
Yeah.
He hits.
Ooh.
Sneaky bow.
Hey!
20. Well, more like 10. But 10 is
Yep.
more than nothing.
It is.
Well, guys, you have officially bloodied it.
Wow.
Honestly, that makes me feel kind of good, considering we've only hit it like 2 times.
He's then gonna change
I've hit it
position.
with acid a few times, so.
That's true. You did. Oh man, you did like a lot of damage with that acid.
Okay, he tries to stealth again.
If it's vulnerable to acid, then that's like nuts.
That would be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I don't know for sure if they are or not.
Well, they're also custom constructs, so
Exactly.
that's up to Trent.
This one may or may not be, just because it has acid in its stomach. But
Great.
Well,
so is that your turn? That's Cycriel's turn.
that's Tigreal's turn.
All right, Mr. Thunder Cannon, hit with the thing.
I have rolled so bad this campaign.
You have +8 to hit. Hit it. You hit.
Yeah!
Yay!
With a loud boom, it does.
Oh! Ooh,
Hey,
magic damage!
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all magic.
Awesome. 13 magic.
You shoot it, and as you watch, you can't really see the bullet because it's moving too fast. But you watch as you shoot, all of a sudden one of its eyes just explode.
Ah!
I reload my gun.
Is that your turn?
That's all I can do.
Okay.
Glance a look. He could do something.
It's gonna step here.
No.
Let me see how big the thing is.
Does it
No,
lightning
no,
breath
no,
while
no,
a dude's
no.
in its stomach? How does that work?
It opens its mouth. You can all see it.
I'm assuming the breath is coming from the face and not the stomach.
Otherwise, he's gone.
Yeah, so that's what I'm assuming.
So it's moving there. As you see it rear its head back, blue energy starts filling the scales.
Does
it
his sword get unlodged?
It will here in a second. It wasn't the biggest head rearing back, but his sword went up with it a bit because just of how tall you are.
Go back down here.
He rears his head back, so the blue energy fills up, poking through the scales. It looks down, looks at Mr. Acid. Doesn't like Mr. Acid. And lightning breaths. Gax and Wizard make me DC saves.
With
Oh.
con, right?
You fail.
Oh, is it
Gax,
Constitution or
Dex.
Dexterity? Oh no.
Gax, do you pass?
Oh no.
He also gets his sword back.
He
I wanna
does,
see it open
as
down
the
inside the
mouth
screen.
opens. You take
Oh,
75
no.
points of damage on a failed.
Are you
Uh,
dead?
30
No.
uh,
I am definitely unconscious.
36 damage on the pass.
Oh my gosh.
And-
30.
Mr. Bird, you take, from being swallowed, 21 points of damage.
Owie. I mean, to be honest, I think I'm safer inside the stomach than I was out there, so...
Kind of.
You would have dodged that, though.
And that's actually probably true, but still.
So Shellrock hits the ground unconscious.
Kind of charred. And that's its turn.
Oh, no.
Shellrock, death save.
Oh no. Okay, here we go.
That's a fail.
Ba, 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 ba.
Mr.
I'm
Kenkin.
back to 0. Okay, this is not
I'm gonna continue being the worst fried chicken he's ever...
good.
You hit, you miss, you miss,
Hey!
you hit.
This is all magic, dude. 23!
You deal 23 points of damage.
And he's gonna make another con check!
It fails.
He has a case of the bad tummy. He's stunned.
He is stunned for his
stunned?
next turn.
He's stunned until my next turn.
Ah.
That's an auto crit, isn't it?
I don't think so. I think he just can't do anything.
Oh, I was just thinking of paralyzed.
Yeah, no, not that route.
But still,
Conditions stunned. The stunned creature is incapacitated, so it can't move and can't speak. The creature automatically fails strength and dex saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Alright. Congrats.
He can't move. He can't attack. Ha! Inside, Raymond is just like kicking him in the stomach and like strangling him from the inside. Just you hear very muffled screaming noises coming from inside.
Okay. Is that Raymond's turn?
Yep, that's my turn.
Okay, Gext. It can't take any actions or reactions, so you can run over and heal Mr. Wizard if you want.
yeah, Gex sees Shellrock hit the ground. Shellrock! I turn to look at the creature just to look at it, and I see it freeze up, and I figure the best way to help Shellrock is to actually kill the thing quicker.
Okay.
So I'm going to attack with my great sword with advantage
Yep.
Yes!
You hit.
Woo!
with a level 2 smite.
Plus a d4 radiant damage because of your holy weapon.
It'll be on the great sword itself. Oh,
So-
sorry. One of those damages doesn't count. So 6, 18, 19, 37.
37 points of damage. It is extremely hurt, but not quite down.
Another attack then.
Second attack!
And it's down!
Yes!
It's just okay. 8
It had
throws.
2 HP.
Yeah. All right.
The end of that fight, at the end of the first, it had 2.
Oh man!
Strikes it again
Chop
and
off the
immediately
head.
just drops his sword and goes running over to his friend.
Okay, it takes an action for healing hands, yes?
Yeah, so he'd get one more death save before.
Yep, one more death save. Mr. Kenku, you
Really
can now
hope it's not a
wiggle
critical
out of its
fail.
mouth.
Yeah, you
Oh,
guys
but-
just hear. Imagine what it sounds like if you were to like throw a metal cage over a bird. You just hear just it's like metal noises.
My guy runs and tries to help him out.
He
You're
comes
able
out.
to help lift the top of the jaw. He comes out covered in this weird greenish slime that's kind of eaten away at some of your clothing.
His feathers are puffed up. He looks real mad.
David, I give you 30 HP.
Oh, dude.
Tear it apart! He says, and he starts beating it up.
I agree!
He picks up a piece of his quarterstaff and starts beating it with it.
I start with my greatsword in one hand and my shovel in the other.
You guys
My
just-
guy just starts kicking it.
I'm just like sitting up on the ground, not even standing. I'm just sitting up and like watching you guys. I'm like still steaming a little bit. I'm like, oh.
I'm gonna
What?
search it. Is there any useful
Oh,
items on it, or
Attack reel. Oh.
Its claws and teeth seem to be somewhat stronger. You might be able to build something from it.
can I grab some? How many?
Give me a smithy tool check. About 4 teeth and 3 claws.
As we move further in to continue chopping this thing to bits.
Yeah, they kind of hindered your finding a little bit.
As the stomach is revealed, you see lots of scratch marks.
I get to Gax and I kind of like pull him back for a second. I'm like, Gax.
What? Yes, Sherlock, are you okay?
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Do you
I'm
need
okay.
more HP?
No. I'm fine.
I
I'm
need
fine.
to find.
His hair is standing on end.
Raymond gives you a
That
very
was-
slight poke. You heal 1 because that's all he has.
I didn't see what happened. How to kill it?
They cut him up.
With 2 great big sword strikes to the face.
Good job. Okay. Well, I thought I was going to die. As soon as I saw that lightning, I thought I was dead.
Raymond gestures to himself and says in Shalrock's voice, "Delicious food."
Ooh.
Yes, I felt bad when you disappeared into the gullet. But you made it out, so obviously. Good job, Raymond.
He shakes and his feathers go out and slime goes away. Goes everywhere.
Ugh. Okay.
I think we could all use a quick rest. I don't think that thing's getting back up.
No, I don't think so either. Good job, everybody.
Raymond is gonna assemble a small hut out of monster parts and then sleep in it.
Give me a crafting check.
All right. I assume this doesn't have to do with wood carving at all, right?
Nope. Just give me. Yeah.
Oh, so how long did it take us to get through the rest of the second floor here?
Day and a
About
half?
5 hours.
Okay.
Because you started and then you guys were walking. You didn't really run into many of the monsters. You only ran into one Oni.
So it's been 5 hours since our long rest. Well,
Yep.
plus 1 hour with the short rest.
With the short rest.
So
Oh,
6
so
hours.
we can't long rest yet?
You can't long rest yet.
Never mind then.
We still have got about 4 more hours before we can long rest, but we can take a short rest and then keep moving.
That would be nice. I have all my hit dice I can still spend.
I'm
It's next
actually
to the-
going to start working on a new staff for him.
Yeah, you can build more stuff.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
You take some of the inner mechanisms of the bones from the legs, and you see that they actually have quite a nice weight and feel to them.
You
Give
also
me
notice,
another smithy crafting check.
one thing you do know is Raymond had a lot of beads and stuff attached to his stick. It seemed like it was important to him.
I
Alrighty.
just got a perfect stick.
Oh
You
my
get.
God.
He actually, as he's crafting, he says some magical words that you've never heard come from a lizard folk's mouth before. You've never heard this magic before. You actually receive a +1 quarterstaff.
Raymond doesn't care about it. His staff is back. You get a hug from a bird person.
With acid all over him.
Well,
I took it
it's
off.
probably
I took
cleaned
it off.
off at this point.
Did a lot of preening.
I saw you
birds-
broke your weapon. I fix stuff. It's good.
You're very smart.
Very good. Very good.
This
Now,
is
can you
fancy.
do that? Wait. Scene, can you do that for his bow?
I could. I would need more time to fix one up.
I think it'd be worth it.
All right, I guess I start working on a bone as we are resting.
Okay.
+1 to attack and damage.
+1 to attack and damage, and it counts as magical.
That's a good point.
You make a standard metal bow. The only reason the other one was +1 is because you got a nat 20.
Yeah,
Oh.
I just I had more passion for him because I got to know him better than Brody's character.
Every once in a while, like Raymond will just be walking back and forth, looking at his new staff for the duration of this. He'll give you a hug and then continue walking back and forth and rinse and repeat for a long time.
He's trying all the new forms and stuff.
I gave
lizard
him
and the bird.
his-
He's just like jumping back and forth. I was at a disadvantage. He's I gotta stop wasting all my life.
Gax will make some lunch for everybody.
Awesome.
Ooh, give me a cooking check. The survival check.
Gax cooking, Gax cooking. Raymond keeps saying, and apparently Shalrock said that at one point.
It's a past, so you do add another day to your cooking check.
Good.
Oh, I
Um,
did say Gox's cooking at one point. You are right.
Gax
It's
cooking, Gax
not his
cooking.
best work, but for being in a dungeon for like this is day 3 now, it's actually pretty decent.
I actually can't cook worth crap, so I think it's delicious.
Thank you, Gox, for your cooking.
Of course. So I couldn't
It's
do much
very
more than
good.
soup. I don't have a lot of ingredients.
Oh, no, don't worry.
Raymond holds up one of his spoiled food grenades.
Oh yeah, I
put
forgot
that-
you had those.
Put that away.
forgot you had
Don't need that.
those.
Put that away. Put that away, Raymond.
He puts it away.
He has an old, like, extremely botulized can of food.
I have 2 of them. We haven't
By
fought
the way-
anything with a nose yet.
No.
As you pull it out,
Oh, wait.
give me a sleight
You
of
could
hand.
have opened it and tried to have the dragon just.
Yeah, but it's a
Ah,
metal.
this thing's made of metal.
Yeah, I feel like I probably would have just eaten it. too fine.
Raymond, as you pull it out, give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh no.
It breaks.
Oh,
The head
no.
breaks open, and
He
you
was-
all. It
he's
doesn't.
like-
It doesn't explode out like the other one did. It oozes,
Oh, as it starts oozing, he throws it over this.
and the room is filled with a stench of undescribable disgust.
Oh,
Would I be kind of used to that?
All of
kind
you
of-
make a
Alright,
con
Raymond,
save.
That's it for our rest. We're going now.
Uh,
Everyone, pack up and go.
Raymond, you get a +5. Tykreel gets a +5.
Oh shiz.
Tykreel.
This
and
is right when it came out, right?
Tykreel has
yes.
a 14.
So that would be an 18.
Tykreel and Raymond, you both. And does David have? No, David's not within 10 feet of you. You
What
don't
about
get
me?
to
Well,
He-
when he first opened the can.
Oh,
he
yeah.
wasn't within
He
10
started
feet.
moving.
Okay.
After.
So Tykreel and Raymond are the only
What
two
about
that
me?
fail.
Wait, a 22 fails?
Where were you when it exploded, Jackson?
Oh, that's Raymond's sleight of hand. Never mind, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Actually, Tycreel's the only one that failed.
The only one who can't emote about it, too.
The beautiful lunch that he just ate is now all over the floor.
Oh, Tykreel, come on!
I move.
Let's get out of here.
Don't get after him.
I grabbed the pot of
Sorry.
soup and I'm taking it with me.
Sorry.
Okay.
Raymond keeps saying he's gonna go ahead and just throw his other spoiled food grenade over there.
It explodes, and there's another second smell of just disgustingness.
Yeah,
Well,
and
no
then
one's
we
gonna
leave.
follow us now.
That's
Okay.
true. If anything was scent tracking us, they just lost the scent so bad.
Alrighty, and thus you guys continue down to the next floor. This path is completely concealed in stone. It's like a tunnel going all the way down. You guys can't see anything. The walls are slick. The ceiling is thick. You're all just going by the direction of the woodwork of the stone beneath you.
I cast light on
I put on the glasses.
my top hat.
Wait!
yeah.
I light my lantern.
Ah, you light your lantern.
Okay.
Guess what kind of lantern it? Oh, my guy goes. Guess what kind of lantern this is? It takes away illusions.
Oh, a lantern of revealing. I think. Maybe something like that. Well, that's fantastic.
I turned my cantrip off.
So it's like an anti-magic lantern.
Sort of. It lets him see through invisibility or illusions and things.
Right, scene? Right?
Moving on.
Yes.
Alrighty. You guys move on. And you guys are walking for 2 hours. The tunnel still goes. It's still going.
Great.
It is now a point where you can take a long rest if you desire.
This seems like a pretty safe place. Only 2 places to be attacked from.
If you
Yeah.
give me an hour, I'll see if I can find an exit.
Okay, hold on. So I have these glasses of reading.
My guy starts rolls up into a little ball and starts sleeping.
Raymond comes over, nudges you before you fall asleep, and gives you his bedroll.
Thank you.
He nods and then curls up under the floor himself.
Gex wants to get on the bike and ride down the tunnel for half an hour.
Alrighty. You get on the bike. How fast are you going down this hill?
I'll go half, so about 90 miles.
90.
Yep.
Alrighty. As it is going down, you do still need to make a dex save. You're not used to riding downhill.
Eek.
Alrighty. You pass.
Thank goodness I'm
You're
a
going.
paladin.
You're going down for a half hour. Still stone. It's still the same it was up there. Just
Doesn't look any
complete
different.
smooth stone around it. Doesn't look much different now.
Alright, I'll go one more half an hour.
You go an additional half hour. Another dex save. You pass again. You go another half hour. You're getting much further than anyone normally would. You don't see anything.
Alright, I turn around and I'll go 120 back.
Okay, that's 2 dex saves. You get a little wobbly on the first one. Yeah, you're like you revved it so fast that you were having a hard time controlling it.
It's while I
You
was
quickly-
turning it around too, so I like went up the wall a little bit.
Yeah. But you were able to get it under control. And then the second one, you're fine.
So you're gone for 2 hours.
2 hours.
Less than that,
Okay.
because I sped up on my way home.
Yeah, you went double speed on your way home, so it would be only about an hour and a half.
Okay, so quick question. I get advantage on checks to duplicate someone else's craft. Raymond wants to chisel out a little wooden version of gear. So does that count as that? If I'm just making an exact copy of gear, but made out of wood.
Made out of wood. Not quite, because you didn't see how it was made.
I mean, I just need to look at it. I basically can forgerize handwriting and.
If he asked, I would be happy to show him gear.
Yeah, he just needs to look at it for a minute, wasn't it?
You could try.
I don't have to look at it. I just have to have seen it before.
Hmm.
It's the whole mimicry thing.
You can try.
All right, well, I get advantage, and I am trained in this. Oh, it's bad. Damn.
Hmm.
You get the basic shape of a hawk.
He throws it away.
Mine, for character reason, looks like a crow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he gets rid of it. He'll try again later.
Oh, due to Arcane Magazine, can I make 40 bullets?
Arcane Magazine?
I believe it. I can make bullets for my because I'm an artifact.
I know. How many does it say you can make?
40 during a long rest.
Yeah.
40? Yeah, you can. You don't quite have the supplies to make a full 40. You make about 30.
Okay.
So I cast Faithful Hound down the tunnel a little bit, about 30 feet away. Just in case something actually comes and sneaks up on us. So I'll do it up. I'll do 3 feet above us in the cave, in this tunnel, just so that Gax doesn't activate the hound, and so because you're already scouting that direction. Okay, yeah. It lasts for 8 hours.
I tell my bird to be the watchman over us in case anything comes up on us.
Oh, and the keyword, so you don't activate the hound if you have to go take a piss up there or something, is nasty.
One thing, why are you pissing above where you're sleeping
I was
on a
thinking
downhill
the exact
slope?
I said just in case. Just don't worry about it.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh, I forgot. Raymond stole a comfortable pillow from the gold district.
Yes, he did.
So
Oh my
he's going to be
gosh.
sleeping with that tonight. Changes into his nightshirt, too.
Pulls out a silk nightshirt that's kind of become a little bit worn.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than his other clothes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little dirty, a little worn.
A little acid burn, a little digested. Not too bad.
Yeah, you were only in there for one round. Be happy.
2 rounds.
So Gear
It was
is
too long.
Gear is watching us while we sleep. I said that right.
Yes. Okay, so Gax comes back. You see the little hawk sitting down there. It watches you come back. Not really glaring at you this time. And sorry, it's a crow.
Yeah, I'd remove my armor and just collapse.
You remove your armor and collapse, and you all take a long rest. You all level up.
Oh!
Woo!
Oh no, I have to
Ooh.
level up Tykreel.
Ooh, that is.
I can level up
Ooh.
Technical. He's a rogue.
That's
Yeah.
a 5th level spell.
Rogue Assassin, if he gets anything for that level.
We continue on. The dog disappears. The bird comes back and lands on your shoulder. Not knowing what to do, as it can't really fly very well in this room.
Raymond, what are you
Sorry.
doing on my shoulder?
I just tell it to go back in my bag.
It goes back into the bag of holding.
Wait, am I on your shoulder? What?
Just saying a bird lands on your shoulder, so.
Oh.
I knew who he was talking about.
Anything you guys want to do in the morning?
Raymond
Yeah.
meditates.
Breakfast.
Breakfast. Give me a roll, Gax, if you're making breakfast.
Raymond's going to assist very quietly.
You make a very delicious
Oh, I don't
breakfast.
even need to this time.
You just like throw a rock in there.
Hey, I got a higher skill than you do in cooking.
Yeah, but I'm actually about to get it as a proficiency.
I mean, yeah, but still.
All right. So continuing the way we're going, will take us maybe the rest of the day to get anywhere near the end. I didn't even see it when I went scouting.
Oh, it's a little walking.
I could keep scouting to see just how far it goes.
You might
That
want to
would be
do
a good
that.
idea. Well, we all walk. You go. You go ahead. Does that have a bike run on coal of some kind?
It runs on oil.
How much oil do you have left?
Teen, do you know what it runs on?
What does it run on?
You don't know. You didn't get a chance to look into it well enough to know what it runs on.
Oh, okay. I say, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to look.
Mm. Well, the world might never know. Actually, I really want to know what it runs on. Can you check?
If you're okay with me taking it apart.
If you could put it back together again.
All right. I guess for
It
the
will
first...
take a while for this to happen.
Oh. No, we don't have the time.
If walking's gonna take us a few days, you might as well.
Yep,
We
I
can
start
waste a couple
working on it.
hours.
Alrighty. You start working on it. Give me your smithy tool check. Let's see how fast you can take this thing apart. Not too bad. You take it apart within about 2.5-ish hours. You discover that it doesn't look like it has a fuel of some sort.
During this whole time, Raymond's just making a big mural on the wall with some of the permanent markers we found.
I love it.
So, you realize that the hover oil seems to kind of help the gears from the little plates that hover above the ground so that they don't rust and grind up against the rest of the bike. But it doesn't seem to run on anything in particular.
So it's just pure magic.
That's what it
Nothing.
seems to be.
Okay. I start putting it back together.
After taking it apart the first time and putting it back together, and now taking it apart a second time, it's a little bit easier to put it back together. It only takes you about 2 hours to put it back together.
It took more time than I thought it was going to.
You don't need anything important to make that thing. As I have brandish a cloth, I just wipe myself up. You don't need really anything to make it go, so you should be okay.
All right. We should have sent you two on ahead.
Yeah, that would have been smart. Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Raymond looks over from his big depiction of the Bahir with him and its...
Yeah,
Its
you did a
mouth.
pretty good job with your 17. You did a decent good job at drawing that.
Oh, every now and then I kind of like pointed like, oh, well, you know, it had sharper teeth, you know, something like that. I got bored.
Oh, I was over Scene's shoulder the entire time he's taking apart my bike as well.
Ooh.
Uncomfortably close.
I'm going to say that I used up one of my...
Scene wouldn't care.
Yeah, Scene, get his name right. God.
Okay,
The second time.
so the bike's all back together now.
Yep.
Gax rides off.
All right, Gax, you ready to go?
Can't hear you in here.
He takes off, and you guys all start walking. Gext, I need 4 dex checks. How fast are you going?
I'll be going a little faster. 120.
I will need 6 dex checks.
Oh
For
boy.
how long? Wait.
This is the whole way down for him. Okay, at that 10, you actually do fail. As you fail that one, you're going, and you've been riding for about 3 hours. You think you can start seeing some light coming from the end of the tunnel, and you crash. You're starting to go so fast, you're like, I can't control it, and you fall to the right. You, on yourself, take... You on yourself take 5 points of damage
Okay.
as your bike absorbs some more of the damage that it takes. You get some scratches and stuff along the side.
Imagine how embarrassing it would be if we were just coming along, we just found Gax dead.
Oh my gosh, that would have been.
That's like the worst death. We just like find a wrecked motorcycle with him there. Like, oh, okay.
Oh no, Gax.
It sucked.
Just a pile of bush.
You're going for about 4 hours, 3 hours, and then you crash. You guys back there, you're trudging along, walking. Are you guys going to say anything to each other? Have a conversation?
I assume we have some small talk every now and then, but it's mostly pretty boring just walking for a long time. So I guess it's just kind of, like a long road trip where you're just going for hours at a time. There's long
Yeah.
stretches of periods of time where you just don't talk, and I think we get to that point after
I
some
think,
small
yeah.
talk.
I've been on backpacking trips, and I can confirm where it's just like,
We
oh,
have
yeah,
take reel back.
at the first you're talking a bunch, but then afterwards it's just like, no, we're all just suffering. Let's just get through this.
Exactly. That's what it's like.
I think Raymond would probably just whistle a song or just sing a song that he heard someone else sing.
Oof, perfect barmaid song.
Yeah, exactly. He copies a song that he heard in the bar once.
It's just as you're singing it, you can also hear like faint background tavern noise.
Yep, exactly.
Jeez.
Bring me some beer.
He's not like a recorder microphone. Like,
That'd be funny. Wait, I actually do have in my list of things known a bard song complete with drunken singing.
oh my gosh, that's
he'll-
awesome.
He'll sing that along the way.
Perfect.
Brody's back.
I've been back for a very brief moment. It wasn't a lot of sleep.
People almost died to a Bahir.
Raymond got swallowed, and then he became the worst meal ever.
It was a fun fight.
It was fun.
Wow. That's interesting.
Tykreel did some bow shots.
Good sniped
I think he hit once.
Yeah, he hit once.
Yeah, that's about as good as he is. I feel like he's more of a mid-range fighter, perhaps. I'm not even sure what he is.
Well, so now we're backpacking for days down a tunnel.
Actually, not quite. You get back up, get back on your bike. You make another hour trip down, and you see the bottom.
The bottom.
Huzzah!
Did I take just a quick peek, see what's there? Oh.
Oh.
Ooh.
This is what you see. Field fulls of golden plants.
All right.
Plant. Alrighty, so you see a mix of plants of Allswell and Verbena. They are plants that were thought to have gone extinct that are really good at healing and medicine. In fact, even though you're not necessarily the smartest, you still know of these plants.
Okay. Well,
You also see large rivers running through the plants coming from a waterfall and another building on the other side of the path, on the other side of the room. Down at the base of this pathway, there is a big building, and there's nothing really outside of it. Nothing you can see yet, anyway. You're still very far away.
it's gonna take us a couple days to get down here.
It takes 1 day in total to travel the distance between the here and down here.
I rode for 4 hours at 120.
Oh, yours would probably be 3 hours then for getting down here. Because you're going a fair bit faster than they are.
Yeah.
So
A
Okay.
lot faster.
I go back.
you make the 3 hour trip back. You guys are 6 hours in. You only take about a hour trip back. You guys meet about halfway through.
You guys can probably
And-
hear me from an hour away.
Yeah. And what do you guys say to each other after you meet?
I get off.
Dax, you're back.
It's gonna take like another half day. We'll probably reach there by like noon tomorrow.
Well, wonderful. Well, I guess that means we can all sleep again in this dark tunnel
We should finish walking. A bit.
the rest of the way.
No, we should continue walking until.
Well, yes, and until we're too tired. Yeah.
We can take a rest
Alright.
if you'd like. I know you've all been walking for a while.
We're good for now.
I mean, we don't have fancy motorcycles like you do, so
After a high-pitched whistle, Raymond just continues the bars.
You want to write it down, Tigreal? Be my
Raymond,
guest.
not again, please.
He looks at
You've already
you.
done that 10 times on this trip.
Plays this. He plays the beginning of the song 3 more times.
Takuro joins in with them.
Okay, no, I'm fine.
Like he's only listened to so many songs.
It's okay. Gax, do you know any songs?
No. When we worked in the coal, we just kind of listened to the furnaces whistle at us.
That sounds depressing.
What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a
The drunken
sailor?
sailor. Raymond just
What
mimics
do
him
you do
exactly.
with a drunken sailor?
There's just 2 Torcreals singing. Yeah. Sorry, Tigreal.
Early in the morning.
Just a second
Alright,
behind.
I guess we walk for another hour or two.
With an
Alrighty.
hour or two of that going.
You walk for an hour or two with Drunken Sailor in the background. You can see the mouth of the cave from where you're now after 2 hours, but it's now dark inside the room.
Well,
At some point, I'm going to turn to Gax and I'm like, Gax, so what exactly did you see at the bottom of this tunnel?
Question.
Oh.
Is this tunnel magical in not allowing us to see even with superior dark vision for those who have it?
Nope, it's just because it's so dang big that it's hard.
It's black. Oh wait.
Yeah, it's pretty much pitch black.
I saw crop. Medicine crops.
Medicine crops?
Yeah. You know, that golden medicine that, cured any sort of sickness hundreds of years ago.
Oh.
I don't
I've
remember what it's
heard of
called,
it.
but-
I've never seen it. That's a myth, isn't it? Wait, so you say you saw fields of it?
Yeah, I remember my mother showing me pictures in a book.
That is fascinating. Well, I can't wait for tomorrow when we actually get to see this.
in Nyx's voice, Raymond mimics him. Wrote down something that he said that I wanted to say right now, but I can't find it. He says something along the lines of, in Nyx's voice, "Oh, find a way to cure the king."
You think that could cure robot sickness?
Shrugs. Can cure any sickness.
Probably.
How do-
Possibly.
How do we test that?
Give it to the king.
I don't want to find out how, but we can try something later. Probably gather a lot of this crop and bring it back. Maybe.
Did we determine if... No, that's too risky. Let's keep
But you
walking.
take the bike, get the plan to go back up to the king, leave us behind in the dust.
I don't know if I could even get into Gold District with my visage.
Raymond points to himself and then demonstrates his skills by running up the wall.
Whoa! Wait! Could you do that?
Dax just
Wait.
points at him and looks at everyone else.
Isn't Raymond's...
See, I could probably actually get into the Golden District, if I had a better suit. This is all not a matter now. Let's just keep moving. Actually, I'm really tired. I think I want to just sleep for now.
Raymond gives Dean his bedroll again and then sleeps on his comfy pillow.
Oh.
And you guys take your long rest.
Okay, I'm gonna re-roll my dice.
Doesn't Raymond have talons for both hands and feet?
Yeah, not really talons. Because, yeah, there's still talons, I suppose.
Talon claw hands?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. Night goes by without a hitch. You wake up in the morning, and strangely enough, there is bright light coming from the entryway to the tunnel.
Ah!
Raymond,
Almost as bright as the sun.
I don't like
Raymond-
this. I'm gonna go back to bed.
Raymond looks up, sees it, his eyes go wide, and immediately runs out into it and starts dancing into the fields in the sun.
Well, first of all, you're not at field level.
Oh.
If
He
you
dances
want
in
to
the-
dance in the fields, you got to jump off a decently high.
How high is decently high?
He is a monk.
Is it 90 feet tall or shorter?
No, it's about 200 feet.
Oh.
You
Wait,
might live.
So I could reduce 45 points of fall damage because of slow fall. So I could run down 90 feet and then fall 110 and reduce 45 of the damage that I take.
I have feather fall.
I mean,
That's
okay.
probably better. I'm not gonna act.
Or we could go see what that building is.
Yes, no, I like the building idea. Let's do that.
Oh, we came out over here. Okay. This was like a tunnel that we came out of.
Yep, that's the path you've been walking along.
There's the underground
Okay,
like tunnel
okay.
thing.
Yeah, where the dashes ends, you guys come out into the open. It is now a brick tunnel instead of stone. Brick flooring.
Is that like a big bridge?
Cool.
It looks like a big bridge.
Raymond still dances in the sun.
If you guys take a look towards the middle of the room, you do see a giant orb in the middle of the room emitting what looks like sunlight. So you can only look for like a half a second.
Yeah, with all of this darkness, that's actually really, really painful.
This is
Well,
uncomfortable.
we've
I
had
don't
like the
like
past
this.
couple hours for our eyes to adjust to the temple to the tunnel opening.
How long can you stare into the sun, David?
Not very long.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't be able to stare long into this then.
Anyway.
Raymond says in a female voice that you guys haven't heard before, I like the sun.
Has he ever done a female voice?
Yeah.
A couple times, yeah.
Oh, I thought that was. Oh no, that's just Raymond. Okay.
David, you do recognize the plants as verbena and allsgood, or allswell. They
Oh,
are-
these. Oh.
Oswald makes it all
mythical,
good.
all healing plants that are like really good.
How could I ever forget that name?
Not quite all healing, but very potent.
Oh, these are good plants. These are very potent healing plants, but they're not the mythical heal all ailment kind of plant. Yeah.
Oh, they look just like the pictures.
Does the house look like it's
okay.
like old and decrepit, or
It looks old, not decrepit.
It doesn't fit
Does it
the
look
style
like-
of housing that we've seen on the upper floor.
does it look
Not
like
quite.
someone's been living in it?
No, it's definitely looking abandoned, but it does not look torn down or broken.
Well, this building's not broken like the other ones. Perhaps there's something in here we should find.
Raymond starts scampering in that direction.
Alright, I think we all get close. We all start heading there.
Speedy
Alrighty.
monk speed.
Mm. Are you taking off
Gex.
in front of everybody then?
Yeah, he'll just get there and then wait.
Gex, you have control of the token, so if you want to move it, go for it.
Raymond just really likes sunlight, and he's happy now.
Gax will get on the bike to make sure he keeps up with Raymond, just in case something happens.
You all make it down to the bottom. Some of you faster than others. Takes maybe like half an hour for normal walking pace. It's a very slow decline. But you make it down to the building. It looks old. It looks kind of worn, but it's still standing. Doesn't look like it's going to fall apart yet.
Is there a breeze at all?
Not really. The air is not stale because there are plants, refreshing it. But there's no wind movement.
Understandable. Okay.
You hear birds chirping, it's Raymond.
Mm-hmm.
Is it never mind.
So what's your guys' course of action? You get down off the path. It goes down and then it goes flat, and the path goes into the building, which is closed.
How big's the doors?
That could fit a large creature easily.
Tucker
Is
walked
there
to
a
the
lock
doors
on
and
it or anything?
No lock.
Wow.
I try to open the doors.
You open the doors freely. There's a bit of a squeaking as the hinges have rusted because there is the water movement. But the doors open, and inside is revealed a massive storage chamber. You see boxes and crates upon boxes of crates. You see what look to be suits of armor sitting in the wall up top weird pads. You see sickles that are used for harvesting plants lining the wall. And you see a weird wooden tablet with a piece of paper on it.
Scene is getting excited and starts opening the boxes up.
Inside the boxes are Decayed, Allswell, and Robin.
Scene is sad now.
Is that
He
still
goes
in-
over. He goes over to the tablet and looks at it. Is there any magic coming from it?
Nope, it's a wooden tablet with a piece of metal on the top and a piece of paper clipped to it.
Is
Almost
it
like
Sonic?
Read it.
Oh yeah, I go over and I try to read it. Well, I can read it.
Hoity toity.
What?
He said, "Oh, hoity-toity."
Yeah.
You have a new
hoity-toity.
note in your...
Note from the ancient?
Correct.
Okay. Well, let's see. It reads here. There's a high demand for these plants as the plague is breaking out. People lose their limbs and their skin are replaced with metal. No one knows how it started, but in the advanced stages it can be transmitted through touch. They quarantined all the infected up above. There was no way we could save them all. But these plants helped curb the symptoms. That's all it says.
So we found the
much do
cure. Who are we curing?
It doesn't sound like a cure. It sounds like a preventative.
Yeah, it sounds like the
Yes.
king's probably touched a bunch of people at this point, so yeah, he might be a lost cause.
I don't
The
think
king,
it's a
you guys
lost
know him?
cause.
The king,
Oh,
you guys
yes,
know him?
we were hired by the king initially to come down here and find special technology and bring it back to him. And we did that once, and then we got to go to his palace. And so he was talking with us, but then we noticed that he had some sort of metal disease, where he was turning into metal. We saw that happen to some people down here.
What do I know about the king?
He's a harsh ruler.
Only what a copper would know. Yeah.
I don't really believe you.
Don't believe us for what?
That the king sent you. He doesn't really like people from the copper. Wait, where are
Oh,
you
no,
guys
no,
from?
no. So he didn't send us back down here again. No. He wanted us to stay in the city. We snuck out of the city.
It was a general admissions call to all copper residents that if they bring a significant piece of technology or knowledge to him, that he would upgrade their status personally.
Gax, you got it right. That's exactly how it was. Yes.
So yeah, not by name, but just by request. If you can
We were
call
able to
us
provide that
the
to him.
people.
We were able to get books of knowledge that he really, really enjoyed.
Ah,
I also liked those books.
Yeah, I just thought of something. You were trying to give me your glasses that allow me to read things, right? You know?
On the condition of my death, but yes.
Yeah, but I can't read.
Well,
I think you should probably give them to somebody else.
Yeah, that's gonna be a
Yeah,
waste of
you
a
know,
fitness
you brought-
muscle, man.
Tycoon, you're the only other one with a face that can actually do it.
A face or eyes?
A humanoid-ish face with a nose the glasses can rest on.
Ah, yes, I do have a nose.
We have Raymond here is a birdman. Sorry, excuse my offensive language. And
Angry
we
chirp.
also have Folk here, and he also cannot. They both cannot wear the glasses. Like, what doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So we have all of this plants around us. We have all this armor, and we have this note.
Then take the note, or at least copy it. Then take a box of plants.
I guess so.
Wait, if a bunch of people evacuated down here to escape the plague, where did they go?
That is a good question.
You
Maybe
did
they
see a
went up.
building on the other end of the room.
There is another
Maybe they went over
structure on
there.
the other end of this floor.
Something had to have happened to them, otherwise these wouldn't all be rotted here.
Well, are the plants
Or-
rotted?
They gave
In
or
the
they
boxes,
gave,
yes.
Ah. Well, maybe we should go investigate the other building.
I'll
Maybe they found a cure.
leave my bike here, draw my sword, and just kind of make my way over.
Raymond hops over
So
to
I guess we're gonna try to
where-
find a way
where-
out into the fields and then start heading to the other side.
Alrighty. You head out of a side door, and next to the side door, you see a trailer. That's actually in pretty decent condition.
I
It's
go
made of a
over and
weird-
open it.
Do we know?
It's a flatbed trailer. There's nothing in it.
Oh.
The metal is the metal hasn't rusted. It's not
How long
magical,
is-
but it looks like some sort of strong metal that's built to deter both time and age.
Look at this big wagon.
And your artificer realizes he might be able to attach this to the hover because the distance between the two buildings is long. It's a day and a half ride on the bike to get across.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so we
Oh.
can barely see the building in the distance.
That's far.
I feel real silly
That's
drawing
okay.
my sword already.
Oh, it's okay, Gax. Just put it away. Go get the bike. Let's hook it all together. Scene, you think you could do that?
Oh yeah, I'll go. Can I?
Yeah, it's just another dex check. Smithy tool check.
That's
Just a
not
check.
Well,
I mean, that's something you could try again, right? You didn't break it.
just takes extra
I
time.
can't.
Can I try that
Unfortunately, I
again?
cannot help you in this instance at all.
Yeah. You can try again. You look at the two. It's like it wouldn't connect like that. Let me try it.
There we
You-
go.
Yeah, that time after about 10 minutes, you're like, okay, it would connect like this. You spend about 15 minutes connecting it, and boom, you're done.
All right, everyone pile in the trailer.
Does the trailer have wheels, or is it suspended like how the hoverbike would be?
It actually has wheels.
Can I ride on the bike?
If you want to.
You see his eyes get wider,
Have
and he
you
starts rubbing his hands more.
Have you ever driven this bike before?
Have you ever pulled anything with this bike before?
That's true. Towing might be a little bit more complicated.
Yeah, I don't know how heavy that is, and I don't know how much oomph that has.
Well, Scene, perhaps we'll let you do this
I'll
on the way back.
give him a quick crash course.
Oh no!
Alright.
I said, can I
It's a
just
crash
can I just ride on it? I want to ride on the motorcycle.
Oh.
I don't want to
Well,
drive. it.
there's no space for you to.
Somebody
be
else
in
would
the
have to drive.
Gaxed. Yeah.
I could hang on.
No, you can't hang on to
No.
the bubble. It
With
doesn't.
how big
work.
Next is, There's no room on the seat.
It gets
No,
covered.
I meant I could hang on to him.
The motorcycle gets covered in a force field bubble that's really small.
Yeah, I realize. Okay, then I just hop in the back.
Yeah, there's like
I'm sad again.
Trust me, I tried to do it before too.
there's like the
He
bike.
got trapped inside it.
There's like Gaxed, and there's the protective bubble.
It's like having a banana seed,
Beautiful.
and then a bike appears, and then that conforms around your body like that.
Yeah.
At least that's how I imagine it.
If somebody
Okay.
smaller drove, you could probably ride.
It's okay. Let's just go.
All right. You
Gex is the only one who's driven before, so I don't think anyone would trust anyone else anymore.
Yeah, I don't want to drive it.
Well, I tried it once and completely failed and never got on again.
Yeah, you crashed into a building. Seeing if you want to drive it on your own another time, I'd be happy to give you lessons.
Okay.
All right. I hop on the bike.
Alrighty. And you hop on the bike, and you take off. It's a little cramped back in the flatbed, and it's a little hard to hang on because it is a fairly bumpy ride. And unfortunately, you're crushing all the plants behind you.
There's a lot of them.
As the plants are tall enough to be at Gax's waist when he's standing in them.
Oh.
Oh, that is tall.
That means I could probably barely see over them as we're going.
Yep.
That's like Velociraptor style.
So you guys get going. It's a little bit of a bumpy ride. The plants are, like I said, unfortunately being crushed. And the rivers flow past with small branches here and there. You realize that it's probably because the wellspring over there has overflowed. It's been blocked by years and years of decaying plants and leaves that it's just overflowed and now is just running as it sees fit. You spend a day, you get about halfway by the end of the day. I assume you take your camp in the middle of the grass. You've run into nothing so far. Nothing evil.
I'm sure with our camp we go and clear it out so there isn't going to be any fire hazard.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And as you reach the end of the day, you realize that the sun actually goes out. The sun in the middle of the room, and you look up and you can see a bunch of moss glowing above the ceiling. Looks almost like stars.
Raymond stays up a little bit too late just to look at him.
And around you, small little lights start lifting from the grass. It's a very pretty scene. And we continue.
Raymond wishes he could mimic visuals.
Were those lights coming off the grass? Were they bioluminescent or were they firefly?
They were fireflies. Upon a closer inspection of one, it's a normal firefly. You can see this room actually has some sort of ecosystem going on.
I wonder how all these got down here.
I wonder what eats the plants.
Probably the fireflies.
I guess.
I don't know. What else would they eat?
Well, I don't know. Actually, I'm not really a biologist.
A what?
They eat daxes.
A botanist or a biologist? Oh no, yeah, sorry. An animal or plant studier.
No 10 copper words.
Yes, sorry. I'm just bored.
How can you be bored in this?
Oh, I
environment?
pull out the ones that we transcribed, like retranscribed before we go to the king. I start studying that when I'm all bored during these days.
Were they just math books?
No, I think they were alchemy making
Yeah, they were like computer basics or something like that.
There was
making
one
computers.
alchemy. Maybe the alchemy one might have some tips about the whole finding a cure to this whole robo
Well,
disease.
there was one about Pathway to the Stars, Civil War, Narsheath the Inventor, and then Alchemy. And then there's a little bit about the Wanderer and Guth.
Yeah.
So I pretty much read all these books as much as I can.
Alrighty. You read a little further. Oh, well, some of it's gibberish, but it seems like an interesting book. You don't really learn anything from it yet.
Oh well.
And you wake up, you go to sleep. I'm assuming watches happen or no?
Yeah. I mean, we
Just
have the
Just my bird is watching us.
doggy and bird, maybe.
Yeah, it's a good combo.
Alrighty. Doggy and bird. You wake up in the morning, nothing set them off. The fireflies are gone. You're again woken up by the bright light from directly above you.
What was that?
Hissing.
It was
That
Brody hissing.
scared me. Ah.
Sorry, Josh.
Who wants breakfast? I'm gonna add some of this.
Sorry, stop that.
Gonna add some of these medical plants to it. See if it makes it taste better.
Ooh, that might be a really good idea, actually.
You seem to have a decent palate anyway, so why
Oh!
not?
Did you just cure us of all diseases forever? Is this the reason I get purity of body next level?
I
Gosh.
I just gave
No.
everyone divine health from the paladin class.
It is the best breakfast you guys could have hoped for.
It's really good.
Looks around happily and then wonders, maybe they shouldn't go. We could just live down here forever.
You know, I keep saying your last meal was the best meal, but this is the best meal.
Thank you.
Who said this would be our last meal?
No, as in the previous meal.
Yeah.
Dinner before, and the night before that.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Let's keep going.
I understood.
Tekro blows his eyes.
And you keep going. You make it to the other end. You do splash over some parts of the river to get to the building. The hover bike gets over it just fine, but the trailer obviously makes a nice dip through it.
At the beginning, I don't realize, and so there's a massive splash as we're going really fast, and then I'm like, oh, and I slow Ray down.
Guys in the back got a little wet.
My guy spits out water.
Tekro does too.
Ruffles up.
Shakes up.
And during the breaks, Raymond's gonna try to make a version of gear again. Oh, that's way better.
Yeah, you made a decent copy.
And then I'm gonna sneak it into his bag. And not let him see me do. Oh no!
What are you doing?
Ruffles feathers and sits away, leaving behind the statue.
He looks at the statue. He thinks it's really good.
And that's that.
And then he puts it in his bag.
Who's here?
That's a very fine.
It's my metal bird.
Oh, okay.
You make it to the other building, and you see this other building is heavily fortified. Like they were expecting things to be coming. They were trying to fend things off, and you see, as you get closer, more and more of the metallic skeleton.
Oh no.
Doesn't read get inside.
A lot of them have been grown over. The plants kind of taking hold with their roots and taking them down with them. But it was obvious there was a battle.
A battle that wasn't won.
They lost. I wonder
I
if there's
think
cool
anyway.
equipment in there.
There very likely would be. We're probably some of the first people to make it this far.
Like, at this point, Gax really puts together that these were people once and that they had to fight for their lives, and is like, oh. He starts doing small, not like full prayers, but like small blessings over them as he passes by.
Mm. One of the human skeletons you find outside the building, you see is clutching a book in his hands.
I take the book.
Mine. Give me that.
You pick up the book. There's not much legible in it, but you do get a single page that you can read.
Oh, shit. All right, here we go, guys. Crisis. It came when a mysterious woman came declaring there was an evil man coming our way. She said that he destroyed countless vaults and that he was here on his way to ours. She said that if we didn't listen, we would be the next to die and there would be no escaping it. We built the vaults because we destroyed our world. We were here to wait for the world to be habitable again. We were foolish in believing that there was nothing from the surface that could defeat us. No one believed her, and she was cast out with anyone who did. Shortly after, a man came promising riches to anyone who would listen. Of course, in their greed, the council took them up on that offer. Shortly after, the plague started, and the humans became the machine. The man laughed while we ran in fear. We lost the first level in a matter of hours. The second only took days. We were able to hold the third for a while, but with little cover, there was no way of holding them back forever. So many lives lost to the fight. So many innocent turned against us. There was nothing we could do but purge the vault and kill everyone and everything inside. Our hope is that those left with the Wanderer will come back and take over the job we failed to do.
Who's the Wanderer?
Tykril, have you really been not out? The Wanderer is one of the two gods of, I guess, the main. I really don't know a whole lot about the Wanderer and Ghastly, other than I got from the story.
Tucker, you see 3 dots just appear above his head and a blank face.
Gax draws his sword and shows him the symbol that was fairly newly carved onto it, puts it in his face.
That's the symbol of the Wanderer. Right there.
She is the one.
Cross-eyed looking.
The Wanderer is the good god who is supposed to save everyone, hopefully, against the Ghastly.
Do you think
It
the
seems
mystery
that
woman
these
was her?
people. Sorry, say that again?
Do you think the mystery woman was her?
I can guarantee it.
Very likely.
So, if the corruption came from this man, the man they talk about, do you think the king was corrupted by that?
That might have happened. Yes.
That would mean the king would be no longer fit
To rule.
Torkar or Tycho gets a kind of a bigger grin. He's like, so we have to off him off, right?
Well.
Gax looks very uncomfortable.
If there's no cure.
I mean, just
But,
a quick slice.
I don't feel comfortable personally with going against the king.
I mean, he's not my king personally, considering, he kind of addresses himself.
I guess so. Yeah.
But again, that's just an idea.
Perhaps we can consider it. What do we do now?
Keep going. That journal suggests that something in this building is important.
Yeah, you need to keep reading that.
Yes.
If you can.
That sounds back.
A sword is drawn.
I think a few are drawn.
Welcome to my floor. If you wish to cure the plague that grips your people, come down and face me. You may live or you may die. I hope you succeed. Come visit me down below, and you will find out.
You heard him. Let's go take him out.
And with that, we end.
I don't like that.
I don't.
Was that the first time that voice was played, or it
Yes.
happened before, didn't it?
No,
No, that was the
time.
first time.
that caught me by
Oh.
surprise. Thank you, adventurers, for watching. If you liked it, please leave a like down below. If you want to see more, head to our channel, check out some of our other stuff. And until next time, we'll see you around the campfire.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Robots are bad! Don't trust them!